Alright guys, today we are coming at you with another Burning Crusade beta video. So today we are going over the different coefficients that paladins get for their different damaging spells. So first I want to talk about the methodology, how I came to these percentages. So I tested every single spell that we are going to talk about at 383 spell power. So what I did, for example, for Judgment of Righteousness, I will judge righteousness on a monster over and over and over and over and over again and record each one of those casts and say that I cast it 50 times. I will take the damage number from all of those casts, divided by the amount of times that I cast it, and that'll give me an average of my damage done. Then I will subtract I will subtract the damage done by the damage that is listed on the tooltip. And once I have that number, I then divide that by my spell power, and that will tell me the percentage of spell power that is given to that specific spell. This is a pretty basic formula for figuring out coefficients. So the first spell that we are going to be going over is Consecration. From the looks of it, Consecration at all ranks, from rank 1 to max rank, gets a 95% spell coefficient. This is officially the highest spell coefficient amongst all of the spells that Paladin gets. This is going to be insane, and I mentioned this in the other video. If you get 1,000 spell power, that means over the course of that 8 seconds, you are going to get 1,000 extra damage. That means 12.5% of your spell power per tick. That is a massive damage boost over the 10% coefficient in regular classic. So since we have this mob at low health, we are now going to go ahead and do Hammer of Wrath. So after my testing, Hammer of Wrath has a 43% damage coefficient. Now, my data pool is only around 30 to 50 casts per spell. So I would say plus or minus 2 to 3% on these. Some of these are more tuned in than others. But for Hammer of Wrath, I'm guessing 43 to 45% is its true spell coefficient. So next after that, we will try to show off Holy Wrath. So Holy Wrath, I've gotten dialed in, I think pretty much exact because of how many casts I have on it. Holy Wrath appears to have a spell coefficient of exactly 30%. So this is pretty darn good. 30% of your spell power on an AoE spell like Holy Wrath is definitely not bad at all. I definitely like that quite a bit. This is going to be incredibly useful for Zul'Farrak Graveyard. It's going to be plenty useful for Skullomans or UD Strat, or of course fighting any demons that you want to in the TBC content. So yeah, Holy Wrath is doing some really, really good damage. So next, let's go on to Exorcism. From my testing, Exorcism is a 45% spell coefficient. This is not bad at all. This is a pretty hefty amount of damage for something that is an instant cast. So this will be a huge amount of damage if you decide to go the spell power route. Next, we have Avenging Shield. Avenger's Shield, rather. So Avenger's Shield, I was hoping would have a higher spell coefficient than it does, because it does have a cast time, but it appears to only have around a 23% spell coefficient. Again, it might actually be 25 because my data pool isn't in the thousands. If somebody else wants to, cast these spells thousands of times and get, even more exact than I have, feel free. but probably 25% is the true spell coefficient for this. So again, the damage on your Consecrate is doing a massive amount. Exorcism is doing a massive amount as well. Anytime you're up against demons and undead, even your rank 1 is going to do serious damage. 54 per tick on a rank 1 Consecrate is kind of insane when you think about it. Alright, after that, we have Judge Righteousness and Judgment of Command. So I did not test Judgment of Command myself. I talked to a Retribution Paladin. According to him, they have the same exact spell coefficient, and that is 70%. That is a really nice chunk of damage if you are stacking spell power for either of those abilities. 70% is quite high. Now, for Seal of Righteousness itself, not Judge, and for Seal of Command, they also appear to share the same coefficient for just meleeing, and that is 20%. 20% on both of them, so that is incredibly close. So we're going to go ahead and throw it up all on the screen now. Consecrate gets 95% spell coefficient. Avenging Shield, about 25%. Judgment of Righteousness and Judgment of Command at 70%. Seal of Right at 20%. Seal of Command at 20%. Holy Shield. We did not do Holy Shield. I'll throw that in now. Holy Shield only gets 6%. It is a very minuscule amount, but at least it is something. Exorcism is getting 45%. Hammer of Wrath, same thing, is getting around 45%. And Holy Wrath is getting 30%. So there you go. Hopefully this answers everybody's questions about the kind of damage coefficients that Paladin gets for its abilities. In the next video, I am going to be going over the coefficients for Flash of Light and Holy Light. Spoiler alert, as every Paladin already knows, Flash of Light is far more mana efficient than Holy Light. If you have any questions about Paladin or would like to see me raid or do my carries and one pulls or Paladin tanking, you can always find me over at twitch.tv/the Duke of TBC, where I show off Paladin carries, Paladin gear, tanking, healing, all of that fun stuff every day at 9 p.m. PST, sometimes a little bit sooner. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and find the information useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.